That's good.
When is it gonna record?
I think we're recording now. I think it's going now, son.
You're clear my way.
We just picked up our camper from the dealer, huh?
I love you, Steve.
Is Steve the guy who sold us the camper?
I love you, Steve. Yeah.
Alright, we just picked up our camper. Had some warranty work done to it.
Hey, can I have a toy?
And we're gonna head to Walmart to get a few things, huh?
Like a toy?
Maybe. So where would you like to go camping this summer?
Did you say Moab?
Moab.
You wanna go down to Moab to camp?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we can go down to Moab.
We're going to Logan this summer.
We'll go to Logan, yeah.
You see it, bud.
Oh my God.
And you want to go up to Lagoon, don't you?
Yeah.
That'll be fun. So we're going to be more weekend warriors than full-timers. But we do have a couple fun trips planned, don't we?
We do.
Alright. Well, let these cars get around me and then I'll get over.
See that white one that's back there?
There's a white one?
Yeah, there's one passing you right now.
Okay. Well, I'll wait. I'm trying to get over.
I'm not way full, guys.
There's another white one coming up.
Alright.
I'm not way full, guys.
So I think we have some fun summer trips planned. And when we get home this afternoon, I think what we'll do is we'll set it up and see if we can remember how the dealership taught us to set it up.
Okay, I don't see any cars on my side.
I'm getting over.
Yeah,
And
you're
now are
good.
we going to Walmart? Are we going to Walmart now?
Yeah.
So we'll see if we can remember how to set it up and see if I can back a trailer up, huh? It'll be my first time backing a trailer up.
Oh,
Can
nice.
we record it again?
We're still recording, bud.
So they treated us very well up there.
Where are we going?
Castle Country RV. Alright. Well, I guess we'll talk to everybody later when we get home, and we'll start recording when we set up and show you what we remembered or what we forgot, as they showed us how to set up the trailer.
Remembered.
Hopefully you remember it all, huh?
Yeah, me too.
Alright, we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, and just like that, we are home. We stopped at Walmart, got a few things, and went out to lunch. We came back. We've looked at the site that we want to back into, which is pretty much our neighbor's driveway. He's letting us park our camper there till we can get our driveway fixed to get the camper in. So some things that we've already decided is we're either going to have some radios like this to communicate with, or just use our cell phones. And in this case, since we have cell service, we're just going to use our cell phones when we're backing up. The trailer's about 31 feet long, so it is quite a bit to back up. At least for me. It may be short for some people out there. For me, 31 feet is quite a lot to back up. So we'll make a call, and then we'll start to move and start doing what we need to do. So maybe we gotta find the right truck keys though, huh? Alright, there we go. Okay, so there's a tree that's right above us out to the side, and I just want to make sure as I pull forward I'm not going to hit those limbs. So my spotter out there, Chantel, will watch and make sure I'm not going to hit limbs as I'm pulling out. She says I'm good, so we'll pull down here. Since this is such a big trailer, I'm going to have to angle it quite a bit. I can't see. I can't see my angle yet.
Okay, start angling it, Kobe.
And I got corner posts on either side of me, which makes it hard.
Keep going.
Because I don't want to hit either one of them corner posts.
Okay, you gotta stop. You gotta pull forward. Gotta make your biggest angle yet.
So we gotta make sure that I go back into reverse and not neutral. So we gotta angle it.
Keep coming. You're doing good. Keep that angle right there. You're doing good right now. Okay, past the fence posts. Okay, I'm watching the train, I'm not watching your truck.
Okay, so I gotta watch that corner there.
If you want to go more to the left, you can, so you get the stair out and stuff. You can straighten out when you get back here, too.
I want to pass this corner because I'm close to the driver's side of hitting that
You're doing
post.
good over here. You got feet over here before you hit anything.
Yeah, but let me re-angle. Let me get away from that post.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay. Just a minute. Okay.
I think I'm good. Let me try to angle that a little bit so I get away from that post. There we go. Now I don't have any room. Now I got a lot of room away from that post. I can angle it back there.
Just don't hijack the truck and the trailer.
There's plenty of room.
Okay. Come on back.
Okay, is that looking good? Like we can get the stairs out?
Yeah, you can go. Yeah. Come straight back a little bit. I want to see what we're doing first. I think we can get the
What about the slide?
you gotta go more to your right.
Okay, is that something I can just back up and adjust on, you think?
Yeah, I think you can back and adjust.
So let's just back up and I can pull it over.
You can pull forward and adjust, or yeah. Do you see me where I'm at?
I can see you. That's a good place.
Okay.
So this is back farther than we had it last time, but also we weren't this close over. So let me back up. Don't let me hit anything behind me.
Oh, you've got 20 feet or so, Kobe. You're doing good.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. I want to see if I can't get it over. I'm thinking right about here will be good. Pull that over here. What are you thinking? If I can straighten it out, we'll be okay?
I'm looking. We should be able to get the slide out, maybe? Without hitting the posts?
Okay. What about right here?
You got plenty of feet on the right-hand side.
I'm good right here. Okay. Should we try that? How far back do I need to go? Look at the look at the cord and the electrical. We want that to be kind of level with each other. That they're lined up.
I was thinking. I think right about there is where we were last time.
Okay.
I don't know for sure, but
Okay, that sounds good. We can start there, and then we'll.
you got the hardest part done.
Okay.
Back here. So.
All right. So we'll
bye.
continue setting up. Bye. Okay, so that was getting in. It was easy to have communication. Somebody watching all sides of you and making sure that you knew what was behind you. This, again, isn't a campsite by no means. It's a pretty tight fit to get a camper in here. But we'll continue setting up and showing you how we set up. Again, we are very new at this, and so there's probably plenty of tricks out there that we don't know about. So if anybody watching has some tricks to help us, please let us know. Comment below. Alright, so the next video will stop. The next video you'll see is us working to get the trailer set up. Okay, get on in there. Here, you can turn on the light. There you go. Did you get him?
Hey!
Did you get him? Are you okay? Hand him here. Pull him out. Good job, buddy. Keep coming. Keep pulling him out. We'll get everything out that we need, huh? Then I'll explain what we're going to do. Come on out. Watch your head. Oh, there you go. Good job, man. Okay.
Teamwork.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, now that's $100.
Okay. Okay, so then next, I think that they wanted us to do, because we got to level the trailer side to side first.
Maybe this.
So what we're going to do is come in here and grab our level.
Level it.
And grab our level and we'll come back here. And we put it right like that so we can level the trailer side to side, see how far off we are. What they said at the dealership was when we're leveling it, we want to tip it just a little bit farther to the side the slide's not out, so when we put the slide out, it'll level out, because the slide weighs a little bit and it'll make it level, and that'll help us better. So the way we're going to do our leveling is we've decided to use
This.
these
Chocolate.
Anderson leveling blocks.
And this.
And they seem to, the last time we had this up, again, we've only brought it home from the dealership, set it up, taken it back to the dealership for a little bit of maintenance work. But this is how we leveled it the first time, and it was fairly simple to level out. So let's, we're gonna get 2 of these leveling blocks. And then I think this side's gonna be our low side. I didn't check when we were leveling it, but it was last time.
It's level right now.
It's 100% level.
It's right in the middle. Let's go look.
Of course, because we're shooting this video. So yep, just because
It's right in the middle.
we're shooting this video, it decided to be level. So if it wasn't level, what we would do is we'd use these Anderson leveling blocks. Stick one like this, because I'd back up, so we'd stick them behind the tires like that.
What's this for?
And then we'd back up on these blocks until the trailer was level. But because we want it to be level, it is now. So that part is done. So what we'll do now is we'll come around and we're going to chalk our tires. We'll chalk off 4 tires. So we'll chalk this side. Then we'll come around and we'll chalk the other side.
Hey, Kobe, you have a helper here.
All right. Cool, thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
Cool, that is great. Okay, so in most cases, you could call this done right now after you chuck the tires. We, however, have invested in some X-Chocks, and I would really like them.
What do those do?
They go in between the tires here, and they will keep the tires from rocking back and forth completely, and so it stabilizes the inside. So when you're walking, if we were to open up the trailer now and start walking through it, it would rock back and forth a little bit, but with X-Chocks in place, it just stabilizes the whole trailer. So we'll show you how to put them on. We'll grab our level. Cool, go put them back. Go right over here.
He's trying so hard to help you, Kobe.
Okay. So,
Where are you keeping that tote, Kobe?
this is all of our tools. Tools and grease guns and things that we might need. So this is what an X-Chock is. We've used this once to set up here. So when it comes, it's all fully collapsed. I just left it like this so I don't have to crank it as much to get where I want it. And this just simply apparently I have to loosen it up a little bit. I go the right way though, don't I? There we go.
Here, Kobe.
Hey, Jace.
What?
Want to put that by the tires on the other side?
Yeah. Where?
And Kobe, how tight do you do that?
You just want to do it so it's snug. You don't want to do it very tight, but you just want it to be snug. You don't want to over tighten them. I'm afraid if you did, you could start ruining your tires.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to do that. So that's the way it goes in. At first I was a little too high. I'm still getting used to setting these up. So I think as practice comes, I'll get better and faster at it. So we'll come do this other side. Cool, thank you, buddy.
And our little helper's back, Kobe.
Yep.
Chantal said I could do this side on my own.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to be Daddy's helper?
Okay, so let's loosen that off just a little. Oops. I can't do lifty, loosey, righty, tighty today, apparently. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna hold that right up there. If I go the right way, huh?
Luna. Luna.
Okay, buddy, do you want to crank that? You want to turn that
Or you
handle?
can hold
Okay,
it.
turn that handle. Keep going. Okay, let me try now. Let's slide that back just a little bit. Okay. We just want to get it so
And Jace hold the X trucks in place for you?
it's in place.
Undo this.
Okay, so it's in place. So now what this has done is it's made it, as you can tell, it's made it so the wheels can't move forward or back, which will really help stabilize the trailer. So now that we got the trailer leveled left to right and the blocks in, now we can work on leveling it front to back. So what I will use, I use these stackable, they're like the Legos, they're supposed to be for leveling, but I will use these for the tongue of the trailer. Mainly it's just so I don't have to pack wood. I know these take up a little more room, but we're more of the weekend warrior people. We don't need to save a lot of room because we're not in our trailer all the time, so we can use that. So what I do is I'll stack them up and then I'll put one of these Anderson tough blocks down just right on top of them. And then we're going to come out here and we're going to start to disconnect the trailer on this. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to unhook the trailer because I've got the tires chocked so the trailer can't move anymore. So I feel pretty comfortable to unhook the trailer or take the lights off. We're not going to fully unhook the trailer yet, and I'll show you why. We're going to come back here. I'm just disconnecting the breakaway cable. And what this does is if the trailer breakaway comes apart from the truck, then it'll pull this cable and it will set the trailer brakes off to stop the trailer from going down the road without a tow vehicle.
That would be a bad day if that happened.
Bad day. Then I'm going to just disconnect the chains, the safety chains, and put them up. Okay, so since we have a weight distribution hitch, that's what this is here. We need to get that off. The easiest way I found to get that off is take all the weight off of the truck and trailer, and then they'll come off easier. If you don't, you're going to be fighting a lot. So what we'll do is we'll come here, and on our model of the trailer it has this little drop down guide, and I can set this up so I don't have to gotta come around to this side and see where the hole is. There we go. So now I don't have as far to go down when I start lifting the trailer. So what I want to make sure on here, I'm going to leave the trailer hooked up, so I haven't touched anything with the locking mechanism here. I'm going to
Make sure they're flat and even and centered, huh?
Yep, make sure this is flat, even, and centered, because we don't want to drop the trailer at all. That would be a very bad day as well. So we're just going to come here and let's do an experiment. So we can see how tight this is here right now. It's really tight. I can't move it. And as you see, the electric jack is lifting the trailer and the truck up right now. And as it's lifting, you can tell it's getting loose, really loose, and now we can move it. And this side's really loose. So what we're going to do, so I'll come back over here on this side. There's this cotter pin right here. We're going to pull that, Then we're just going to gently use our hands and push this down. And that comes off just as simple as that. And I always put my cotter pin right back where it goes so I don't lose it. And I'll do the same to this other side. Right here, pull the cotter pin out and just drop this one down. Just as easy. Put the cotter pin back in place. Because my luck, if I don't do that, I'll forget where the cotter pin is. So now we're gonna take it down, let all the weight off of the truck again so we can get this unhooked from the truck. Because if we try now, I'm not gonna be able to move this. I'll show you. Oh, maybe I can. I lied. It came up easy that time. So we'll just unhook that and we'll continue to lift the trailer right now up.
It is. It's coming out. And it's cleared.
Okay, so we want to make sure that it's cleared right here, and so you can pull the truck forward and it won't grab or anything. So at this point, we're going to we're going to put that back down and put this pin in place so I don't lose it. And then we'll move the truck forward and away.
Don't let those fall off.
Okay, so we got the truck moved forward and away. Right now I'll grab the camper keys and I'll grab this level again. Now it's time we can go inside the camper and we're going to level it front to back now. So with our camper, a lot of campers have steps on the outside. With our camper, our steps are actually located inside right here. They're called the Moride steps. And one of the things that we noticed when we put the X-Shocks in, first is it really tightened up our steps getting in and out of the camper. So I'm going to come in. Then you can either put the level on the floor. I usually just put it right here on this table. And I can tell that it needs to be dropped down. So what I'll do is, since there's two of us here, I'm going to go outside and I'll start to drop the trailer down. And then my partner, Chantel, will tell me when it's leveled out.
Right there, Kobe. That's good. I'll come double check.
So that's as easy as it is to level the trailer front to back. And we didn't have to do side to side this time, which was real nice. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to put our slide out. And the best thing to do on that is, since there's two of us here, one of us will be operating the slide. See, it says slide in right here. So if I push the in button, it's going to pull the slide in. And if I push down, it says slide out. That's going to push the slide out. So I'm going to go around on the other side of the trailer. And I'll tap on the side of the trailer and she'll start putting the slide out. And I'm just going to watch and make sure it doesn't hit anything as it's coming out.
And your little helper is not in the way. it's going out. How much opens up? And now it's completely out. And we're still level front to back.
Okay, so now that that's done, what we can do is we can hook up to our electrical. I gotta grab the camper keys and put them in here. We have this bin for our electrical stuff. So our electrical is right here. We have a 30 amp service. So what we're going to do is we're not going to plug that in first. And we do have a few things in here that I'll go over in more detail later. But we have a surge protector somewhere out at the campsite that if the power's not good, it will tell us before we plug in. I trust my neighbor here that he has good power because I use it all the time. So we're going to make sure that we're plugged into power. Take it over here to our 30 amp service, and I have a adapter on it for the 110. So we'll plug that in. And I like just to keep everything up underneath the trailer because it's going to sit here until we can take it out. Because it's still fairly cold here. And we'll put in our power. Plug our power in. And screw that in so it's tight. Okay, so now we're using power. So the next thing that we need to do, if I was going to hook up to sewer or water, I would do that now. So our water connection is here for city water connection. And if we were boondocking, we'd have this already filled up here to use. Our sewer, our tank drain is right here, so I would hook up there and run our hoses out, but since we're not going to use that right now, we don't need to. The last thing that we need to do before we go inside and start setting up is set the stabilizer jacks down, which there's one on each corner, and so we'll set them down. So we have these Anderson blocks that I like. They do take up a lot of room, but like I said earlier, we're not living in our camper full time and we can afford to give up the room for these. And this is just makes it so your leveling jacks don't have to come down nearly as far. So you'll slide them under. And you'll just start to bring down your leveling jacks. And I do have a drill that I usually use for this, but to save on noise, I'm just going to do it this way. So you just kind of center that up. And you're not taking any weight here. You're just getting it so they're snug. These are not meant to take weight. They're just meant to get snug to help support the trailer. So we'll continue to do that on all 4 sides. And again, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're getting all the rocks and things out of the way so they're sitting flat as possible. Because you don't want these to come out while you're in the trailer.
Would it be the end of the world if these came out when you're in the trailer?
No, it wouldn't be the end of the world. We're not taking a lot of weight, we're just snugging it up. Oh my goodness.
Let's put it down, bud.
Move our cord just a little bit. Can't work on that side, I guess. So we would have had these done a while ago if I was using the drill method. And that is my preferred method to use. Again, you just see it take a little weight. You just want to tighten it up. You don't want to lift the trailer with this at all.
Hey, it's mine.
So now that's done, what I would like to do now is, just so I don't lose everything, I want to start to put my stuff away. So in this bin here, what we have is just some lubricants and sprays, a grease gun, and just a few tools we might need for our camper while we're here. And I got gloves. That is for when we have to mess with the black tank. So we'll put this away because I have to play Tetris to get this all to fit, but somehow I got it all to fit. Okay, this next one we have is just our freshwater kit. So we have a filter and a freshwater hose and a few spare parts that we might need. And that goes on top of here. Like that. And this one is just our sewer hose and our black water tank stuff. And just like that. And then we're gonna just put our blocks back in here because we didn't have to use them.
Where can you find the Anderson blocks at?
Amazon's a great place to find them. Amazon is where we ordered 95% of our stuff. The other 5% of the stuff we got, I got at Walmart just because I found it cheaper at Walmart. They make all kinds of, Anderson makes all kinds of kits. They make kits for fifth wheels and just different kits, so get the kit that is correct for you. We got that. And this is what our chalk box we're in for the front of the trailer. And I'll put these on later. These are just tire covers because this trailer is going to set for probably another month before it gets warm enough so we can actually take it out. So I'll put these on later. Again, I just like to clean up so I know where everything is and it doesn't go walking off from the campsite or from your driveway. We'll come back here. And we'll just do the same with our electrical box. And when we get done, I'll make sure all these doors are locked up. So now we can turn on the propane to the trailer. So we have 2 propane tanks. I just like to use one at a time so I know that the switch over here is turned on to this side. So we'll just turn it on. Okay. The only reason I'm turning it on right now is because I know we're going to spend a little time in here and it's going to get cold as soon as the night's coming. And we want to be able to run the furnace. So now we can come in. And that's pretty much, we pretty much had it set up. So now we're good to set the inside up, which isn't too much work for us because we're still moving into it. The last thing that we can do is on our fridge is we have an on-off. And since I know we're spending some time in here, I'm going to turn it on. And then if our switch, if it's pushed in or if it's pushed out, it'll run off of propane. And if it's pushed in, it's going to run auto. So if it senses that there's electricity coming into the trailer, which we know we plugged into, it'll run off the electricity. But if the electricity goes out, then it's going to run off the propane. Hopefully you guys found this video informational, and I hope to do some more, and I hope you come along for our adventures this year.